Hey guys, Professor Bell, Comic Book University, and Old Man Logan, issue number 34. Moon Over Madripoor, issue number 1. So this is I like that they're actually putting, for the Marvel Legacy, they're putting a lot of the titles of the individual arcs on the top and letting you know when there's a new arc starting. I think that will genuinely help out with sales. It's playing the long game. You know what I'm saying? Getting people to understand, hey, a new story arc starts here. You'll have a better understanding of what's happening if you start now. So every month and a half with this, with these twice a month comics, that'll help out. Anyway, so it's not much. That being said, it's not much of a new story arc. It's still a part of the same thing for the most part. We got Old Man Logan and Mariko Yashida hanging out, working together. They're in a motel room or something like that. No, it's not like that. Although it's probably still one of those pay-by-the-hour motels. I think all of them are paid-by-the-hour in Madripoor. And they're having a quick conversation. There's a quick reminder of what happened with Clan Yoshida and their argument with their bitter rivalry with the Hand. So there's a really good backstory here to give you an idea. So you know what? So I guess that really does help. So you read this as a issue 1 of, and you're golden. A lot of history in this issue. So she's starting to realize you're not the Logan that I knew, because you heal, I guess, but you're not healing fast at all. You're bleeding all over the place. So he's just like, no, I'm good. And she's like, you're a horrible liar. Maybe you really are the Logan that I know. So this is really good. I'm digging this. And they're really going with the whole, he got his hand cut off. So I got to know what was in that freaking sword. Like, what is that sword made of that it's able to just cut off his hand like that? What is that? So anyway, the hand is gone. He's got bone in his right and adamantium in the left. And they're trying to go after the crazy Thunder Gang. Fortunately, this one dude goes and betrays them. I really like that Gorgon was dealing with something on one side of Madripoor, and there was an explosion, and Mariko and Logan actually heard it. But they didn't go because they thought, well, we're following a lead right now. And it turns out the lead was a total bust, but they eventually caught up there. So I dug that. The idea that there are decisions to be made, and even though they're not detrimental decisions, they're decisions that we can see and we know what's going on, and we can say, no, like we're yelling at a movie, we're yelling at a comic book. No, go that way instead. Yeah, really good stuff. Really good. I love that about this. So basically at the end of this, I'm just going to, really quickly, it looks like Logan is about to die. Now, is he going to die? Probably not, but at the same time, it's believable. And knowing that Wolverine proper is coming back, yeah, this is insane. All right, look, I gotta let me correct this up. So I know Ed Brisson, okay, and like being an American here in Canada and hearing people, hearing Canadian writers talking, Canadian comic book lovers talking about how, it's always the idea of Marvel's not that great. It's none of the comic books are really that great. They don't really represent Canada proper. But then all of a sudden, the baddest, toughest guy in all of comics, you know what I'm saying? It turns out to be a Canadian. It's like, you know what? Maybe comic books aren't so bad. Maybe American comic books aren't so bad, It's to say nothing of Alpha Flight and all that stuff coming on later. But just Ed Brisson, Canadian writer. And I feel like, first off, he's got Sabretooth down pack over in the Iron Fist comic books. And I mention that all the time. The dude should be the only person from now on who's allowed to write Sabretooth. But here, I feel like he might also be the only person or one of the only people allowed to write Old Man Logan. Because, hey, I just complimented Matthew Rosenbaum. For crying out loud. Sorry, I can't remember his name right now. Matthew Rosen, over in the Phoenix saga. I actually have my comic books out in the living room. Darn it. But anyway, over in Return of Jean Grey, Phoenix Resurrection, issue number 4 and 5 of 5. Both really good Old Man Logan stories, interludes at the very least. And here, this is different, and it's just as good. It's amazing. I love the way that he's written, and it's blowing me away. Absolutely blowing me away. But on top of that, like, you got, Ibrahim Robertson and Carlos Lopez doing all the art for here. fantastic, absolutely fantastic work. Why am I going so in depth about the writers and the artists? Very simple. I'm making this my pick of the week, guys. For a while, I know I talked about, maybe not reading Old Man Logan anymore, and just no names on that. But Ed Brisson took over, and it's amazing. The covers alone just blow me out of the water. And then, and you look at some of the cover artists there, right? But I mean, just the comic itself, you open it up, and it's beautiful. It's written so well, and it's an engrossing story that actually makes you think that there are real consequences for these characters in there. And I'm blown away. All right, guys, that's it from me. Professor Bell, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.